Okay, so it's morning at the Best Western Plus in Ventura. We're eating some breakfast, and we called the ferry company that is supposed to take us to Channel Islands. And unfortunately, one of the ferries is canceled because of bad weather. And we thought that it was our ferry for a little bit, but then it turns out it wasn't our ferry, it's a different ferry. So we're still good. We're headed towards the boat docks where we're gonna take the ferry. It's about an hour long trip into the oceans. It's been a while since I've been on a boat. And yeah, I'm sitting on the top. Well, we're all sitting on the top at first. This is supposed to be like, you know, if you get motion sickness, like, don't be up here. But I'm into it. Like, the view's nice. I kind of like the rocking of the boat as well. It's cool. But you know, not everybody can handle it. So seems like most of the crew moves down to the bottom where it's less shaky. As we're riding the boat, you can see there's a bunch of oil rigs set up. They're scheduled to be removed eventually. But yeah, over there you can see the island that was bad weather. But luckily our island, it's nice enough that the ferry's not canceled. Which, like, thank God, because who knows what we would have done on this day. And missed out on the dope Channel Islands here. This is I believe it's Santa Cruz Island. We're docking at Scorpion Anchorage for our day trip. We've got about 5 hours, I'd say, to explore the island before the ferry leaves again in the afternoon. And yeah, we want to make the most of it. There is a nature volunteer guy who's going to lead a hike for about an hour long to along one of the first trails. And we split up because you know, half the group wants to go fast and go along a lot of the trails, and Don wanted to hang out on the tour and see what kind of cool nature facts they could learn about. So I'm just going on my own because I'm not gonna go fast, but I don't want to be a part of a big group. And I'm just taking it in. It's lots of nice views, lots of bugs. Like, yeah, look at this. Channel Islands, probably the best park that we visited on this road trip. Honestly, maybe out of all the road trips. I do like it. Oh, that's not... Well, I mean, like, it's beautiful, but there's no, like, giant mountain. If there was a mountain on this island, oh, that would make it the best. Anyways, it's been about 25-ish minutes, and a hiker lady passes me. She's like, "Is your name Andrew? Your friend is looking for you." And yeah, Adam and Don have realized that going on the slow tour would be bad. We made it to the tour endpoint, like half an hour, and we're gonna keep on hiking around looking at stuff. You know, it wouldn't be so bad if you know, there wasn't so many other people who were slow, and I don't know, you know? It's like, we want to go at our own slow pace, but not like a crawling pace. So yeah, walking along the edge of these cliffs here, it's very nice. We're watching crows. They're like flying upside down, gliding on the drafts or the winds or whatever's going on here. Camera's kind of warping around the rocks there. It's a little bit weird looking, but man, giant rocks here. Apparently Don saw a humpback whale breach over there or something, but you know, it's too far away to really tell for sure. And we keep on walking here. We came across a swarm of bees, ground bees. That was weird. I went off trail because I didn't want to step on that and get swarmed. And yeah, right now we're headed towards Potato Point, or maybe it's Potato Harbor. and the sun's come out. It's very nice. You know, I do like the overcast, but you know, the blue sky, it's a bit more picturesque. Oh, and the other crew, they're just leaving Potato Point now. And we're probably like 5 or 10 minutes away. Just a long path like this. You know, looking at that grass shimmer in the wind. All the wildflowers along the cliff. I believe that is Potato Point out there. We're taking pictures and walk a little bit closer to the Potato Harbor overlook. It's like ultra windy over here. And here's the harbor. It's nice. And we stopped and had a bit of a lunch here. I ate that whole apple, core and all. Now we're walking along back the same trail for a bit, and it splits off and goes inland for a while. It goes through a campground. As we're walking down the hill, there's a bunch of white rocks ahead. Apparently this whole island used to be underwater, so you'll see like seashells and stuff up here, just really old seashells. Not really sure what this white rock is. Kind of seemed like a chalk or something maybe? I don't know. I gave it a taste. Not good, don't recommend. There's a bunch of little lizards sunbathing on the white rocks here. Imagine it's warm. And they're just running around as you go down. And there's another path that I think the other crew went on that goes up along these hills and then to the coast. We're just gonna walk through the campground, and we actually spotted a island fox, which there's just a bunch of foxes that live on this island. And it's not super uncommon to see them. I don't think they're afraid of humans really, because, you know, it's a national park. Nobody really messes with them, at least hopefully. Now we're going up the end of the trail that I mentioned earlier that would go inland along the hill, which seems like the way to do it, because if you just go inland along the hill, you're just looking at hills. But if you go at the end, this end, you go up along the cliff, and you know, that's just nice. See the water. It's kind of the best part of the hike without having to do the first part of the hike. We kept going up a little bit higher, but when we met up with the other crew, it's like, it's just hills. So, I didn't want to keep going. But Adam, though, he wanted to keep going. He's like, I'm gonna go look at that. And apparently, once you get to the top, it's like you're just surrounded by grass fields. And it's doing that shimmering thing. And it looks cool. Anyways, we waited for Adam to come back for like 50 minutes. And just watch the water and whatever. But I wanted to head down before, you know, the boat arrives, and then, you know, I don't want to get left on the island. Lots of succulents. Very nice here. And as we're walking along here, we saw a island fox come up along the edge of this hill, and then it went back down. Don and I were like, oh man, maybe we'll be able to see him. You can see him a little bit coming down this hill here. And he's coming towards the path that we're walking along, and came right out of the grass in front of us and walked along the trail here. It's like, wow, he got so close to us. Very cool. Doesn't seem to mind us at all, just going about its business, and then just disappears back into the grass. And we spot Max and Adam coming down. We met up with them. We're heading back over to the boat. We're a bit early. Just gonna chill here. There's not really much else we can do. Walk along this beach a little bit. There's all these gross bugs just skittering around. Ugh. Gross. And the beach here, it's too rocky to really look at, but you know, whatever. Then the boat showed up, and we're on our way back LA. This time I'm sitting at the end of the boat where I get an unobstructed view of the wake. Made a little time lapse. It didn't turn out that great, but it's kind of neat to see. There's a seagull that followed us pretty much all the way back to Los Angeles. And the captain slowed down a bit and he's like, "There's a pod of dolphins swimming right for us." And damn, they really were swimming right for us. I think this is Max's footage. They swim along the boat and he's standing at the front here. It's like, damn, look at this. There's just tons of them everywhere. It is incredible. I've never seen dolphins in the wild like this before. Honestly, I might have never seen dolphins before in real life, so yeah, this is amazing. I was like, wow, what a great ferry ride. How could this get any better? It's about like 5 minutes or so after those dolphins left, captain's like, "Oh, there's a bunch of whales on their right side." And they're a little bit further away, so it's kind of hard to make out, but definitely saw one good breach up close, and then maybe another one over in the background. It's hard to see because we're so far away, but that counts. We've seen humpback whales. And then again, another group of dolphins is swimming close to the boat. Apparently they swam in from the front right, and then I could see them following along the boat from the back left here. And they followed along in the wake of the boat for kind of a while. Like, they didn't really give up until we started moving at full speed again. It's just so cool. But anyways, we're headed back for the mainland. And we didn't see too many other cool things. In the water, at least. But yeah, definitely made that ferry trip worth it. Like, the island was cool, but also seeing dolphins and whales, like, wow, ultra cool. So yeah, we're back at the car, setting up. Don't have too long of a drive, maybe like an hour or two. I don't know, maybe 3. We're headed more into downtown LA. And tonight, we've all got tickets to the Dodgers game. LA Dodgers versus Cincinnati or something, I think. I don't know, I kind of forget what the other team was. Oh man, it's just crazy. LA, this is like a 10-lane highway. Like, I don't know, man. This car town, I just really don't like LA. It's just Car City here. So, stopped in at our hotel and unloaded some shit. Now we're taking the metro down to Chinatown. This is a crazy station. It's like a 6-story tall building. You gotta go to the 4th story. And then we all bought passes for the subway or the light rail transit, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, we're taking the train in. And I remember the train being kind of confusing because we want to head west, but the line that we need to take is called East LA, because at the bottom there it's called East LA, so it's a weird system. I don't really get it. And as we're sitting on the train, there was a man that came over and he started like mumble rapping to us. Oh, I felt kind of uncomfortable with it, but whatever. He's just trying to rap, I guess. And here's Chinatown. It's kind of nice. Just kind of wish there was more shops open late. It's only like 9ish, and one of the only food places that's open is this burger place that we went to. Got some burgers. Kind of annoying that they didn't have prices on their sign, but whatever. Yeah, the Chinatown actually seemed pretty nice. Like, at least this pedestrian only area. It's a decent enough space. Anyways, Tyler's gone ahead to the game. He didn't want to stop for burgers. So we're not following Google Maps exactly as we walk to the LA Dodgers stadium. And it gets kind of weird. Like, we're just sort of in a residential area, and then we go up this on-ramp up a hill. And there's basically no sidewalk here. Most of us are wearing dark clothing. Feels kind of like, why isn't there just a set of stairs? Anyways, we get to the front of the stadium. Then I notice the shuttle buses. I'm kind of wishing that we took those shuttle buses. But anyways, we tried to go in through the front, and our tickets aren't for that seating area. So we have to go around to the side. And pretty much to the back of the stadium, basically. Up some stairs here. I guess it's not a big deal. It's just, man, we've been walking so long here. It's like, come on, just fucking let us into the stadium. But yeah, we're in. And then people want to buy some extra shit. I'm like, didn't we just eat? So I just go straight down to our seats where Tyler's sitting. They were good seats. We're right at the edge, so it's unobstructed view. However, it feels dangerous because there's just this tiny little rail in front of us that's like knee height, basically. Feels like you just fall over that at any moment. But we're doing the wave anyways, and whatever. We saw one cool play, RBI double for the LA Dodgers. And yeah, that's just cool to hear the crowd go crazy. They're like, yeah, double! And then, like a true fan, we left at the 8th inning because the game has pretty much been decided. We're like, yeah, pretty low chance that they're gonna come back. And I assume LA won. I didn't actually look at the score afterwards. As we begin our walk back to the subway. And again, you know, Google's like doing the best they can for us. It's like, walk through this fucking parking lot. And there's this giant crowd of people for free internet for the purpose of getting an Uber. Which, I don't know, I guess it makes sense, but like, why not just use those shuttle buses? Remember that shuttle bus life that you had? But even more, like, why not just make a fucking staircase or a pedestrian area for people to actually walk down without having to like fucking be right next to traffic? Or a sidewalk that doesn't just fucking end, cause what the fuck? We're walking along this dark street, no sidewalk, and then we hit an area with a sidewalk that ended like in 10 meters, and then there was more sidewalk, but it turned out that the other sidewalk didn't end. It just was completely grown over with grass. So, LA, still a shit town. I don't know what its deal is, but whatever, we made it back to the subway fine enough, I guess. And yeah, we just rode it back to the hotel. Honestly, I'm kind of feeling some regret about going to that Dodgers game. Like, it was neat, but there's an all-you-can-eat sushi place right next to the hotel that I could have hung out at and eat a lot of sushi. We were also planning on doing laundry, but the laundry room closed at 11, so now we can't do laundry until tomorrow, which I would have done if I just hung out here. Oh well, though. See you later, folks.